Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever. No? Okay, cool. Look, today is the day when I tell my story. Dun dun dun! Insert horror movie themed music. There, perfect. I'm gonna tell you about the time I received crazy text messages from a man's wife. What? The hypocrisy of it all. I know. That's why it's a story time and it's not hypothetically about me. It's about what? Don't worry, I'm not putting her business out there, and she already knows you will get beat down with a big stick if you ever talk to a man who's married, allegedly separated, and not speaking to his wife. Don't get caught up, ladies. Don't get caught up with these men telling you where his relationship is at, and he still got valid paperwork down at the legislative office. Don't do it, okay? Don't be that girl talking about, but he's not married. Girl, who you telling they not married? Are you telling somebody else about their relationship status? Girl, don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. Let's get into the story time. I do my makeup. And for anyone who feels a certain type of way about this topic, just go ahead and exit out. You know, I'm just here to make you laugh, okay? Make you kiki. Do you love me? Stop. I love Aveeno products for my face, by the way. It's the only thing that doesn't make me break out. Ooh, yes. Yeah. Ew. So I've already done my eyebrows, so let me get into the story. So I'm in the shower, you know, washing every single hole that God gave me. And I hear my phone go bling, 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 bling. I'm like, ooh, I am in the shower, girl. I'm, you know, girl, I got my washcloth all lathered up and, whew, child, I'm getting fresh, fully clean. Girl, it rings again. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I got soap in one eye and soap in the other eye. So I'm trying to reach for the phone outside the shower because I always have it outside the shower. That's why my phone don't work anyway. The numbers just, screen don't even work. It just says, we broke. I'm a broke iPhone. I pick up the phone to see who calling me, and it's what? She's called me at least 20 million times. I'm lying. It's impossible to call somebody 20 million times in one day. I think your phone would literally like combust into flames, okay? Campfire style. So girl, I call her back. Bring, 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 bring. Hello? Girl, where have you been? What you mean, where have I been? The same place I always am. At my house, sitting on my couch, watching Netflix while my kids are gone, thinking about how much I missed them. But on this day, I'm in the shower, washing every hole. She's like, I needed you. I'm like, girl, needed me for what? Sounded like the Rihanna song. She's like, I'm getting these crazy text messages. From who? An unknown number telling me that I know this guy. We gonna call him Columbus. Not Columbus short, okay? How you not doing? And I'm like, okay, well, do you know Columbus? She was like, I don't know. There's a whole lot of Columbuses out here. What? I said, okay, well, what do they say about Columbus? Well, they're asking me if I know Columbus and if I've spoken to him before. And I said, well, what did you say? I told them that it's a possibility, but I don't know. I don't know no Columbus. Is this an audit? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes bill collectors call you asking for somebody else, but then they're like, hello, Mrs. Caggiano. We've been looking for you. Oh my gosh. Y'all pay y'all taxes, okay? Pay Uncle Sam. So I'm like, well, what do they say? She was like, well, the person is telling me that Columbus has some uncurable disease. Uncurable disease? I'm like, well, he could have allergies. What do you mean? That's an uncurable disease. She said, no, this ain't no allergies. This is an uncurable disease down below. What do you mean an incurable disease down below? She says, you know what I'm talking about. I said, is it that thing that Jenny had from Forrest Gump? Or is it that thing that Usher got from Let It Burn? I just want to know. She said, both. What? Girl, you have to get in contact with Columbus. She says, I don't know Columbus. This is crazy. I think it's a prank. I said, well, girl, who the hell you been making angry out in these streets that somebody would set you up like that? She's like, well, I need your help. I'm like, well, what else did they say? They said that, you know, me and Columbus met on Tinder. I said, girl, Tinder. Is you? She said, you know I had a Tinder moment. I said, oh Lord Jesus, you had a Tinder moment? I said, did you meet anybody off the Tinder? She said, girl, now you're asking me too many questions. I said, okay, fine, Felicia. So I said, well, what you want me to do? She says, I don't know what to do. I said, do you think this is serious? How do you not remember meeting a guy named Columbus out for drinks? She was like, because I don't know. I said, well, give me the daggone number. She said, what you gonna do? I said, I'ma call a number. I'm about that life. That's what you got me for, Felicia, okay? AKA, her name's not Felicia, but just for the purposes of this video, I think it would be really comical just to call her Felicia. Give me the number, girl. She said, they're not gonna pick up. I said, ooh, I have my ways of getting information. Just call me Inspector Gadget. So I text the number and I'm like, what's wrong? And the person is like, everything. Everything? And then they text me back, who is this? I said, you know who this is. You text me telling me something very, very crazy and I just want to make sure everything's okay. And they're like, well, I just know that Columbus is talking to you and I just wanted to give you a warning. Girl, a warning about what? That's how you catch him. Because I'm trying to figure out if it's a male or a female. And so the person goes, well, he has an incurable disease of the third kind. Clutch my pearls, girl. I'm not sure if I know who you talking about, girl. And immediately I called Felicia on the phone. I said, I told you, Felicia, this was an angry woman. Because only women go this far, Felicia, to text somebody or call somebody some crazy, ungodly information to keep you away from their man, Felicia. Like man repellent, like here, I'm gonna spray this man repellent in the air. I'm gonna make everybody think that you got some ungodly disease down below. Okay, so they'll leave you alone and then I can have all of you, John Legend. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all walking around holding hands, skip to the little my darling, picking dandelions while everybody thinking, girl, didn't you tell us he had that fire eye? Okay, girl. So the lady starts texting me back more. And she's like, well, who are you? I said, girl, you know who I am. My name is Sarah. She was like, oh yeah, that's right, Sarah. You met him on Tinder. Girl, I didn't meet your man on Tinder. I met him on Bumble. She was like, what is a Bumble? I said, girl, you don't know about all these social media apps? And she was like, no, I found your conversation on Tinder. I said, no, I'm not the Tinder girl. I'm the other Bumble girl. Tell me about your man. Tell me what I need to know. I want to help you out. I'm here for you, girlfriend, because I don't like no trifling man out here slanging it and spreading it wide, knowing that he got a wife at home. But the thing that got me was, normally, flashback, when you discover that your man is cheating, you know, you call the other woman. I'm gonna call the other woman and I'm gonna tell her that she better leave my man alone. Meanwhile, your man is leaving her alone, but his thing not. Girl, she's like, okay. And I'm like, well, I want to help you out. Do you have a picture of him? She's like, you already have a picture of him. I'm like, no, I don't. Meanwhile, Felicia is, you know, on the phone. So this is all through text messages. She's like, well, what is she saying? I'm like, girl, I'm trying to get a picture. Because if you don't know who Columbus is, we're going to have to get a picture to make sure that, you know, you don't know no Columbus or whatever. So she was like, well, you got his picture on Bumble. I said, it could have been a fake picture, girl. You know these men ain't nothing. They trash. And she was like, yeah, you're right. He lies about everything. I was like, ooh, girl, that's how they do you. Because he told me he was a doctor. She says, a doctor? And then she told me what Columbus did for a living. Got her. So then she was just like, well, if I send you the picture, then what? I'm like, if you send me his picture and then I happen to know him, we can three-way on the phone and I'll be like, hello? Girl, she looking to set her man up. Listen, baby, if you need that much proof to figure it out if your man is dipping it low and spreading it wide, you might as well just look the other way. You know what I'm talking about? You might as well just look the other way. Girl, you already know. What proof do you need? You need to roll up on him in the middle of the act. Y'all remember that show, Cheaters? Y'all remember that? I hate you, Becky. I can't believe you cheated on me with my second cousin. She sends me a picture of the man. I send the picture of the man back to Felicia. I said, girl, is this Columbus? Have you ever been out with him? And she was just like, ooh, girl, I can't recall. I said, Nickelodeon, if you can't remember a man's driver's license, then you ain't never been with him. Like, I know who I've gone out on dates with. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely know who I laid the low and spread it wide with. You know that? And if I can't identify you from your picture ID issued by the government, boy, I don't even know you. Mind you, this photo that she sent me looked like it was taken inside a Space Mountain circa 1982. And I thought to myself, dear God, who wants that man? Ugh. Let me see if I can find his text messages, child. Let me see. Oh, and then she gives me the guy's number. So not only this, she gives me his ID, okay, state issued. She gives me his full name. She gives me where he works. She gives me his phone number. Girl, don't you know that's a quick come up? Allegedly. After she sends me his pictures, I said, well, send me the pictures that are on these dating sites. So she sent me the pictures, and like I said, girl, don't nobody want that man but her. And then she said, well, what site is that? I said, we just chatted. I'll send you the conversation. Girl, I ain't got no conversation for her because the conversation don't exist. I don't even know this man. So I told Felicia, send me the pictures of this man, you know, from the pictures that he sent you on the website. And so I send them to the wife, whoever she is, allegedly, right? Because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what he looked like outside of Space Mountain, circa 1985. She was like, yes, that's him. And I said, well, praise God for Jesus, I never met him. And then she's like, well, what site is that? I'm like, now, you know what? She doing too much. And I told her, I said, you know what? All this stuff that you share with me, this is just too much. This is malarkey. I'm gonna report him to the CDC for you, girlfriend. And you know what she said? Oh, no, you don't have to do that. What? I just want you to be safe. I wanted you to be aware. For what? To try and scare me away from your man? Using your keep away from my man repellent? No, boo. Because you done gave me everything I need to know about this man. See, that's why you got to be careful. So then the next day, girl, this was the next day. Girl, she texted me from another number, right? So get this, I texted the man, told him he was a low-down, dirty snake in the gutter, and that I was reporting him for spreading incurable diseases to the local authorities. And do you know the thanks that I got from this woman? She says, what you meant was you never met him. Tell him about how you wanted me to report him to the CDC. I think I will report you too. I'm thinking to myself, report me for what? Calling you out on your BS? You ain't even a wife. The wife always says how many years, how many kids, how many acres, how many mules they got. You told me none of these things. I said, I don't even know him. I just played along, weirdo. My name ain't even Sarah. Oh, and because the guy likes black women, I was like, and I'm also a white woman. Ha! And you know what she said? She says, I know. I remember your messages, you hooker. Oh my gosh. You really get a whopper on that one, honey, because you should never give a hooker your man's ID, where he works, and his telephone number. Girl, I tell you what. Whew, I had time that day. And I told Felicia, don't you ever go on Tinder again. But you know what the crazy thing is about the whole story though, y'all? The crazy thing is that after all of this, I called Felicia and I'm like, girl, don't you think you would remember sleeping with a man like that? Because he was a looker of looks. I would remember that one. Oh, it was a whopper. Oh, God.